Testing, 1, 2. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay and the levels are all good. Please confirm if you are there backstage. Fantastic. So this stream is basically exactly what it says on the tin, just card sorting and chilling out. So how is everybody? I hope you're all doing well wherever you might be watching this. Yeah, it's just going to be a chilling out stream. So here to chat, here to just chill out and sort through some cards, whether there's interactivity or not. I just thought I'd put this on here. Because as you can see, I've still got the history pack just all over the place from when we cracked it the other day. Yeah, still got the hits out here. So obviously we got the Storm Striders, Brave Forge, 2 E-Strikes and an Art of War in those packs. They're now in obviously the Go Again Gaming sleeves, as you can see. But yeah, I'm just going to be chilling out today and sorting all this crap out basically. So yeah, before we do that, let me just have a sip of my drink and just wait for a little bit longer. I said I was going live at quarter past 8 this evening. So yeah, a little bit early. I'm normally late, if anything. I'm never early. Postporn TV, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. And one of my New Year's resolutions was to drink more water. And let me just change onto the face cam here. So one of my New Year's resolutions was to drink more water. Now, I've got one of these big bottles. So as you can see there, it basically says, I'm holding this over my cards, by the way. So 7 PM, let's go. 9 AM, drink up. 11 AM, stay hydrated, keep going. Remember your goal, don't stop, almost there. So this is basically a incentive to drink more water. As you can see, it's orange squash now. So this isn't water, but I have drunk 1.5 of these today to just try and drink more water because when you're in the office, when you're in a day job, you can get into the habit of drinking coffee, sugary teas, sodas from the vending machine. Yeah, I was a sucker for that. And no doubt it's contributed to weight gain over the time I've been in my office job, which has been about 2 years now since I sort of moved out of like the sort of warehouse situation that I was in before. But yeah, Postporn TV, those are fun bottles, absolutely. Yeah, they are fun bottles, and they got like little goals on them as well. So it sort of motivates you to drink it, just keep drinking it. And I'll be happy as long as I can get through one of these. These are 2 litres. As long as I can get through one of these every day with just sheer water in it, I'm happy. But I've managed to get through 1.5 of those today, so I'm fairly happy with that. That reminds me of high school. I'd kill one of those over lunch. What, the whole thing? 2 litres. Wow, that's quite a lot of water. But good. That's what you should be doing, right? And I mentioned this on the Living Legends podcast this week. There is a Living Legends podcast coming out this week, and one of the sort of New Year's resolutions on there. We filmed it on New Year's Eve, to be fair, so it's coming out on Wednesday, I think. And that was one of my New Year's resolutions to be more healthier. So I've got a couple of things going on. Yeah, coffee as a diuretic does not help with keeping hydrated. Absolutely, yeah. And I think as well as that, dehydration can sometimes manifest itself as cravings or as hunger. But what you really need is just a drink of water. And that was also a cascading effect of having tea, coffee throughout the day all the time, is that when you get dehydrated, you feel like you need to have something, whether that's a craving for food or more sugar, etc. But what you really need is just a bit of water. Sipping on that throughout the day is a lot better for you, 100%. But yeah, let's go back to live stream cam and just start sorting this stuff out. But it's only a couple of stuff. Also, the room's a bit of a mess. You might not be able to see that on this camera. Might be able to give you a little panning shot. But the room's a little bit of a mess. There's still history packs all over the floor. So you need to clean that up as well. But yeah, again, just going to be chilling out today and sorting these cards out. I should have done this on the day when I was streaming, but in typical Go Again Gaming fashion, I did not. So yeah, this shouldn't take too long. Actually, no, I'm gonna pull out every class at once. I think from the piles. Oh, that could take a long time though, couldn't it? But yeah, it's going to take a long time regardless. Post Paul just saying I can really easily drink half to a full pot of coffee a day. I try and make like 6 to 8 cup pot and stretch it through the morning now though. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I'm going to pull out the brute cards first. That is the thing. Yeah. I was drinking maybe. I had 2 coffees today, one with sugar and one without. But yeah, you can easily, once you get into that habit of just wanting the coffee and wanting the sugar, you know, it can dehydrate you, it can make you want other things, and yeah, it's just a cascading effect. And today, I did conquer that, so I was lucky to do that. So I'm off to a good start this year, and I've also started a Conqueror challenge, which is like an app that you can get. And again, I speak about this in length on Living Legends, so make sure you tune into Living Legends. It's a fun one. This week's Living Legends podcast was a fun one. One of my New Year's resolutions was to start this thing called the Conqueror Challenge. Now, the Conqueror Challenge is like an app that you download, and it gives you virtual race courses, basically. Well, not race courses, but virtual walks that you can go on, which represent either real places or fictional places. And I chose to do the Mount Fuji one first. And you have to walk 74 kilometres. And then as soon as you walk that 74 kilometres, the app sort of picks it up and you post your distances and stuff that you walk every day. So since I downloaded that app, I think it was at the start of last week, I've managed to do 20% of that already. So I've done about 16k walking on there already. I might be able to show you the app actually in a minute after I'll show you the app now actually while I'm on that fort train. Is this all HP1? I can't wait for HP2. Exactly, yeah, it's all HP1 because this is what I cracked the other day, which I just left on my desk for a couple of days basically. I've just had a new patron join the channel. Is that somebody in the chat? Because if it is, absolute hero. Thank you very much. Jacob Christoph, are you in the chat, sir? Because if you are, thank you very much for being a patron of the channel. I'm shouting you out right now. And you won't obviously be on the credits of this video, but you will be on the credits on future videos, Jacob. So thank you very much. If you are watching this now in the future, thank you. But what was I going on to say? I was going on to say about the Conqueror Challenge, but Post Porn is saying, Andrew, I can technically drink it black, but I like caramel and mocha flavours. Oh yeah, mocha flavours, mate. Mocha flavours are lovely. That's one of the suckers. I used to have 2 sugars in my tea a long time ago, managed to cut it out. Exactly that, Andrew. That is what I used to have. 2 sugars in my tea and 2 sugars in my coffee. And to be fair, I did have 2 sugars in my coffee today, but I only had that once today. Whereas, you know, before, you know, I was having 4 or 5 coffees or teas a day, both with 2 sugars in. It's not good. And sugar is very addictive. So I've gone cold turkey from it to a certain degree. I've had 1 today with 2 sugars in, but we'll get better at it, I'm sure. Right, Conqueror app. Before I lose my train of thought, and we can keep going on these brute cards. So this is the app. You might be able to see it. There might be some glare on it. No, there's definitely glare on it. You can't really see it. Is there a better way to show you? Can I show you in the face cam? I probably can, actually. Mocha is a weak point for me, absolutely. Yeah, chocolate coffee is a great mixture. Chocolate and coffee cake, my nan makes me. It's absolutely lovely. Croony Moons is saying, getting my sugar from fruit today. Fantastic, good job. That is what I should be doing as well. I had a banana today. I don't normally eat fruit, but I'm sort of forcing myself to do it, yeah. Fruit sugars are definitely the way to go if you want to have it. Let me just try and get the face cam going, see if I can show you this. But this is the new thing that sort of kickstarted my year, and that is the Conqueror app. You still can't really see it, it's just because it's digital, I expect. But this is the Conqueror app. As you can see, I'm 20% into my race. As you can see there, 20% in. I've got 59 kilometres left, and I've been doing it for 5 days. So what's the maths on that? 15 kilometres over 5 days I've done so far. And then when you complete this challenge, this is the Mount Fuji challenge, you can't really see it, but when you complete this challenge, the actual race organisers, not race, but the app organisers will send you a physical medal saying that you've completed the journey, basically. So I've set myself a time of 42 days, and I've already done 20% in 5 days. So I could have made that goal a lot less, but yeah, I just thought I'd go into the new year slowly rather than having to do too much all at once. And I think that's probably one of the main downfalls of my sort of mindset, is that it is all or nothing for me. I either do everything all at once or nothing at all, and that can be a good thing and a really bad thing. So I need to cut back on the all or nothing attitude and try to do things one step at a time rather than just to try and do everything all at once. Because you can't, as they say, you can't build Rome in a day. You just simply can't do it. So yeah, I need to sort of adopt a better mindset for that. Anyway. So it's a very, very cool app, Postpawned. I definitely recommend it. You do have to pay for each course. So the Mount Fuji one was £30. So you pay for the course, and that pays for obviously the app and obviously the medal that you get at the end. But as well as that, because obviously you're paying for the course, obviously you're getting a reward at the end of it, and you're paying for it. So it makes you feel like you have to do it, and that you have to take it seriously because you're putting money in front of it. So it makes you have to think about it more seriously, which is another reason why I thought, yeah, I'm going to pay for this. But there's loads of other courses as well. Obviously, you've got Mount Fuji, you've got the Great Barrier Reef, you've got the Great Wall of China, you've got fictional things as well, like the Lord of the Rings trek as well. You've got all of that. And as well as that, on the app as well, you can go onto the Street View, and it shows you, if you're in a real life location, where you are in the world on the Street View at the time. So it's quite cool when you're out and about. You can be like, oh, where am I in Japan today? Click the little map. It shows you exactly where you are in Japan, as I'm doing the Mount Fuji one at the time, which is really, really nice as well. So yeah, very, very cool. So yeah, I'm very, very... very much looking forward to seeing results maybe in a few months, by not just cutting out sugary drinks, trying to be better with what I'm eating and just drinking lots more water, and coupled with the fact that I'm doing these Conqueror challenges. Turns out one can just walk into Mordor. Yeah, absolutely. You can virtually walk into Mordor, but one would not walk into Mordor if it was actual physically represented. Because, yeah, you know, Mordor is a destructive place clogged with fire and ash and dust. The very air you breathe is a poisonous fume, as Boromir would say. So, yeah. I need to rewatch all those as well. The Lord of the Rings extended editions were something we normally, me and my girlfriend, normally revisit over the Christmas period, but we didn't watch them this time round. Because she was quite ill this Christmas, unfortunately. There's a lot of illness going around at the moment. Not COVID, but just something else entirely. But I think COVID is also to blame for that as well. The fact that we were immunising ourselves against all manner of COVID, but then just forgetting about everything else that existed. But I'm no scientist. But yeah, there's been horrible shit going around recently. Sam and Frodo did just that. Boromir turned out to be wrong on that front. Absolutely, they were just breathing in the fire and the ash and the dust, weren't they? And I'm sure I butchered that name to the Shire and back. Yeah, Boromir. Yeah, Boromir. I've also got the Lord of the Rings book, like a massive all-in-one book as well that I haven't read. I need to read it. I've also got The Hobbit as well, like a nice sort of velvet hard case, which is quite nice. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought, so I'm just going to try and speed through this as quickly as I can. But it's nice to see History Pack 1, as I mentioned on the stream where we open this. It's just nice to see the variety in the cards here, and the white borders do make some of the cards pop quite a lot. And as you said there, Postpawn TV, it is nice. So it's going to be interesting to see what is included in HP2. And what languages we get as well, and whether we still get an English one, because I don't know how well this did, to be honest. A lot of stores that I'm in contact with, including my affiliates, just have this stuff left over. This doesn't seem to be moving. The stores don't seem to be selling it. I don't know what they need. I don't know what they how they benefit from it. So it'll be interesting to know what everyone's thoughts were on how shops deal with this sort of product. Evening as your desk looks a lot like mine. Absolutely, Neros. Thanks for joining me. But yeah, I'm just sorting out loads of stuff. I'm not sure as you are as well. Currently just going through all the stuff I cracked the other day, picking out the brute stuff and just making piles of each. But going forward, I think it needs to be done on stream, although that takes up more time. But yeah, this is the obviously the long part of trading card games. Is just making sure your stuff is sorted. I mean, 'cause it makes a massive load of difference if all your stuff is sorted out into sort of class and talent and all that sort of thing. If you're building decks, whether that's to play, you know, Commoner or Clash or a deck for the Go Again Gaming Open, which might be a silly format at some point, then you can just make sure you grab all your cards and sift through to see what you need, rather than trying to trawl through just random boxes. I've also got a shitload of Uprising and Dynasty boxes that are also unsorted, but I'm probably not going to be able to do that today. I'm just going to be sorting out the history pack today. Maybe we'll do another chill sesh next week. We are still going to be doing Azalea online streams, but I think we're also going to be doing more sort of sorting out and chilling streams as well, coupled with What's the Card live as well. Which I mean, I spoke to I mentioned to a lot of you, and a lot of you would already know this, especially in the VIP zone. If you're a patron, you would know this already. But one of the series, or if you listen to my end of year statement on SoundCloud, which I didn't really promote, people in the Discord might have heard it. But one of the things I mentioned on there was the fact that I might be doing the What's the Card series. But the What's the Card series might actually just be a live stream show for the audience to play in, rather than content creators. Because if I do it with other content creators and other people in the sphere, I have to work by their schedule, and you know I'm quite sort of close, and I speak to a lot of international folks, right? So trying to organise that internationally on a time and a place to do it is very, very difficult. You know, even like trying to get onto someone else's podcast, like when I did Instant Speed, or other people's podcasts that I've been on before. If they're in a different time zone, it's hard to organise that. So What's the Cards? Trying to get 3 different people on to sort of participate could be really good from like a show perspective, like an actual produced live show. But I think for now, the What's the Card show will just be a live show every week, which might sort of supersede one of the Tuesday or Thursday night live streams, with a whole new sort of overlay and background to simulate a game show, quiz show for the audience. But we'll see, because obviously we need consistent audience every week to be able to do that and have that be worth it, you know. So we'll see what happens. If you get 3 packs after Armories, you can choose HP1. I think it's worth it. Absolutely, that's a good point. Crudy Moons, because HP1, as you know, is you get loads of different stuff in there, and from the 3 boxes that I cracked, I got 2 legendaries, Stormstriders and Braveforge, and 2 E-Strikes and an Art of War as the main hits. So you can get some good stuff. I target white borders more than black borders. I just think the art looks better, and I do not care if something is 4 when I plan to shuffle it. Exactly that. I think the card stock is actually quite nice for these history pack ones as well, and obviously, as you said, because there's no foil, you don't have to worry as much about the curling situation, which is still prevalent in Flesh and Blood as it is in other TCGs that are using foiling. Not so much card games like Final Fantasy. The card stock and the foiling process of that is so much better than these cards. And Magic the Gathering and stuff. Final Fantasy cards are awesome, and if you've ever had your hands on Final Fantasy cards, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about, because the quality of them are insane. Like when you get like pre-constructed decks, you have to crack them before you can even use them, because the card stock is so thick and robust. So yeah, really enjoy the Final Fantasy card stock. So let me know if you've experienced the Final Fantasy card stock, because I absolutely love it. I prefer black border, but to be honest, I don't think it bothered me that much. Exactly, yeah, everyone has their preferences. I like white border on certain cards, but yeah, I just like it's quite a fresh looking look, but obviously it's not as authentic and collectible. Well, you could say that. People are hoarding quite a lot of white border stuff, I think, as well at the same time. But this could take longer than I thought. We're probably going to be capping off the stream probably in about an hour and 15 minutes today. It's going to be a little bit shorter than usual, only because I want to watch the last episode of a show called Treason, which is on Netflix at the moment. Me and my girlfriend are watching a show called Treason, starring Charlie Cox, who was Daredevil in the Marvel Netflix show. So yeah, it's quite cool at the moment. It's only 5 episodes, little mini series. So we're on episode 5. So they've got one more episode to watch. So we're going to try and fit that in tonight before we hit the hay. But yeah, Treason. I think it's a really, really good show. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, do not recommend going class by class, but you do you. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true because I'm searching for certain things and skipping over a lot of other things. So yeah, you're probably right, Andrew. After this, after we finish the brute pile, we will then just make piles as we go because then everything's sorted at once, right? I think you're right, Andrew. I think this is probably the slowest way of sorting cards out. But regardless, I've decided to do it that way. Whoopsie. I just missed a claw. Oh, right, yeah. I thought I was actually skipping tokens anyway. I might not have been. I might have put the heroes in here, to be fair. White border Cavdane. Nice. White border Benji. Benji and Cavdane actually going to be appearing in the Go Again Gaming Open 5, baby. Madam Jund, Kaylee, how are you doing? I personally sort by set, then rarity, then alphabetical. Set, then rarity, then alphabetical. Wow, okay. Kaylee, basically what I'm doing right now is I cracked, there's a couple of white border azaleas there. I cracked a load of history pack the other day. And it's been sat on my desk for a while, and now I need to sort it all out. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm going through all of the cards and picking out the brute ones and putting them in a pile to then probably sort another time. But everything at the moment is just a mess on my desk. But what I'm going to be doing after this, I'm going to be making separate piles. I've got Tales of Aria there as well. So I think I'm only going to be able to get through history pack the next hour. We'll see. I organise by class, then set order. I'm also I'm doing well currently at work, also sorting. Oh, fantastic! But yeah, that's why I like these sorts of streams because I'm not concentrating too much. I can just chat with people that are there, and I think this sort of stuff as well, just chatting content, is nice background content to have while you're doing your own things, while you're doing your own sorting, your own work, your own stuff. So yeah, hopefully going to be doing this more. I've got a lot of stuff to sort over the next God knows how long. I've got loads of Uprising and Dynasty boxes that are unsorted. So I need to sort all that out as well. I also need to buy more of those long boxes, or the big boxes. I need to buy more of those. I've only got 2 at the moment. So they're just absolutely all over the place. Fab Nordic, hello. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the chat. We're just doing a just chilling stream today, Fab Nordic. So yeah, just by all means, just have this on in the background. Do your own things. Nothing too exciting going on here. Just chilling out. But hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. Whatever I do, I wish I had organised them differently. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? I try and keep a binder for played cards I want fast access to. One full collection that I don't plan to touch, and the rest are bulk white boxes by class. Yeah, similar to what I do actually. So I have like a folder which is dedicated to Majestics. which I've already put all the Majestics and Legendaries, apart from those ones there, into that folder already. And obviously, yeah, you got a big box of bulk, and then obviously you got the full collections as well. I don't keep full collections of things. I just have a load of stuff lying around. But that's a good idea though. But like a master set, like 3 of each thing, or is it just 1 of each thing? Because I know Bill from the Spike Feeders also does that. He collects like everything, like 1 of everything, like 1 of each version of everything, basically. Not a play set of each version of everything, but at least 1 of everything. Is that what you do as well? Right, so they're all the Brute history pack stuff. I have max playable numbers in binders. Okay, yeah, so you got 3 ofs in each. Three of each thing in binders, yeah. Right, so that's all the Brute stuff, which does include tokens as well, I think. But if it doesn't, we can reorganise that in a bit. Right, so let's just do this now by classes. Like, so Warrior, Guardian, because I just feel like I'm looking around for where it is, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like Ranger, Wizard, Generic, Mechanologist, Runeblade, Ranger, Ninja, Guardian, Ranger. I feel like, to me, this is more concentration, so I can't really concentrate on what the chat's saying. I recommend having a playset of whatever is playable. 3 ofs, non-legendary. Yeah, exactly. Legendary being the keyword, not the rarity. Yeah, exactly. Post some pictures of my boxes in a bit. Yeah, please do. So people that are not in the Discord is in the link in the description box below. So you can go and join the Discord where all the Go Again Gaming crew will hang out. And speaking of Go Again Gaming crew, we've actually got a tournament going on this weekend. I've got 2 tokens there, actually, generic tokens. We've got a tournament going on this weekend, the Go Again Gaming Open 5, which is going to be exciting. So it's a Blitz format tournament. All the spots have been filled already. The last call was today, actually. Yeah, all the spots have been filled. And we've got 10 different players playing, obviously, 10 different heroes as well, which is fantastic. So in true Go Again Gaming fashion, everyone is committing to a different hero so that every matchup is different, which I think is quite cool, because obviously people that are... Where are the Warrior stuff? There. People that are sort of fans of, or viewers, I should say, of this channel and enjoyers of my general energy know that I just don't care about... I really don't care about meta. So I encourage people to play weird and wonderful decks, and rightly so. We have a load of different things. It feels like this is taking longer than my method. But yeah, Go Again Gaming Open is going to be so much fun. Whether you watch that live or on demand, it's going to be really, really fun to watch as well. And people that have watched the Go Again Gaming Opens before and have experienced it, I hope can vouch for the quality that I bring on those live streams. So yeah, it should be fun. Goblin Reserve, welcome. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Jake Christoph, a bit of delay, but I am here. Jake Christoph, you actually became a patron today. Didn't you, sir? You became a patron today. Fantastic, lovely old job. Are you in the Discord as well, Jake? Because there will be certain things that I need to reach out to you about, like shipping details and stuff. So, are you on the Discord, first of all? I understand people who care about the meta, but if I want to play Transmogrify, I'm going to do it. Exactly that, Crudy Moons. Have you seen Bill's list? Have you seen Bill from the Spike Feeders Prism Transmogrify garbage? Jake, yeah, so thank you very much, first of all. How did you find the channel, first of all? And also, yeah, get in the Discord, because obviously there'll be a VIP zone that's waiting for you, as well as I'll need to reach out to you privately to get shipping details for majority of the benefits. And as you can see as well, you might not be able to see too well on this particular angle, but if I just... I've not seen Bill's list. Is it in the Discord? I don't think it is, actually. Bill's got a funny Blitz Prism list, that he spoke about a lot on the Living Legends podcast. I think he does a gauntlet with it on his Spike Feeders Fab channel, so you have to go check that out. I think it's on there. But anyway, Jake, with regards to Patreon stuff, I'm not sure if you can see this. You probably might be able to see it a little bit now. But as you can see in the background here, all of these things here are graphics which patrons have asked to put on my wall. It's one of the benefits that you get is have a graphic in my background, right? So one of the things I'll ask you is, what graphic do you want in the background? It can be pretty much anything you want. Anything you so desire can be on there. So yeah, I'll have to get you in the Discord, and then the link's in the description box below, by the way. You'll be able to go to the link tree and then navigate to Discord, and it will drop you into the main Discord. But yeah, there's loads of other stuff that you get as well from the tier that you've done. Look at my Storm Striders up there. Goblin Reserve, you want these Storm Striders, don't you? You found through Red Zone Rogue and the UPF games. Ah, brilliant. Fantastic. What, the live UPF games that we've done recently? They're good fun. They're always good fun. I'm actually playing on the next one that he does, which will be on Saturday. Do I want to play Azalea again? I don't know. I might use some of the cards that I've got here recently. What did I get recently? I got Brave Forge and Storm. I'll probably maybe make a warrior deck. I don't really have too much stuff for it, but I might just make a janky warrior deck just because I've got a legendary to use. But yeah. So yeah, definitely join Discord when you can. Sorry, I'll change back to this other one now. Look at my Striders up there. Oh yeah. So you actually want these, do you, Hank? You actually want these white border ones? I thought Jim pulled some as well recently. Fab TCG cards. I thought he pulled some as well, which you might be more interested in. Plunder Run. Might have to use that in my UPF deck that I build. But yeah, UPF's fun. Another thing I said on my end of year statement was that I might want to do more highly produced video stuff, like I used to do. One of those series is going to be called A Cup Full of Clash, or A Lovely Old Cup of Clash. I can't remember what it was called now, but that's going to be a weekly or semi-weekly video series about Clash. It's going to be highly edited, card overlay, flash ups and graphics and stuff. So hopefully regular gameplay content. I was going to start it this week, but there's just too much going on, like the Go Again Gaming Opens going on. I've got Leeds in a few weeks as well, so it's just a lot of stuff. Obviously, to sort out all these cards as well, so there's just shit everywhere. So yeah, it's just got a lot going on at the moment, and that just seems to be what's happening at the moment. Is just there's stuff going on all the time, which is great, which is fantastic. That's the way you should live life. Just have stuff going on all the time. Oh, I missed a Brute card. I missed a Brute card there. I don't know what they go for, but I do not have them, so I need to pick one up. UPF is great fun, love it. We are just going to try and be consistent. It's so hard to do lately. It is, yeah. You have to be consistent. You have to give your audience or whoever enjoys your energy a schedule almost. Like before, I mean, I was in a bit of a rut. Honestly, maybe 7 months ago, I just wasn't really putting content out there. I was doing a few live streams every now and again. I used to do a lot of sort of hot and weird takes on things, like stupid takes that I had no real reason to do. But then I just knew that wasn't my style. So I figured out that my style is more long form content about stuff that I'm actually passionate about, and that just happened to be Azalea. So I think Azalea really saved this channel, and obviously once I started doing the Azalea cult and the Azalea live streams and all that sort of thing, it really gave the channel a bit of purpose again. So I think it's just really just finding out what you love about the game or the passion or whatever it is that you're interested in, and just rolling with that, finding your niche. We had obviously the former content creator liaison with LSS, Chris Bewley, on the Living Legends podcast, and obviously that was something that he said was very important as well. It's just to find your niche in this ever-growing YouTube content creator thing and just go with it. Because now I have put myself in a position where if something comes out for Azalea, i.e. Outsiders, I'm in a really, really good position to be able to get stuff like preview cards, because I only talk about, or one of my main focuses or passions is Azalea, right? So they're gonna look at the content creators and be like, oh right, who should we give this Azalea card to? Oh wait, Az. He loves Azalea. And his name is basically the same. It's Az. It's Azalea. It's the same thing, basically. So yeah, it's about focusing in on your passion, your creativity, whatever you like to do, and just let that consume you if you are making content. And also content is also about sacrifices. With content, you have to sacrifice a lot of your time and money in order to do it. So yeah, it's a very, very hard thing to do, but as long as you're happy doing it, that's the main thing. You never want to be bogged down by making content. Anyway, I ranted for a lot there. Goblin, you're saying try to post Thursdays and Sundays. Got Thursdays, but then missed Sundays. Luckily, our niche is married couples, so we can just be ourselves, so it's a lot easier. Yeah, exactly. Married couple that are discovering Fab together. It's a journey that I imagine a lot of people will be going through as well, especially over the next few years, when obviously Fab's going to explode even further. And yeah, you're right there in that niche, just having nice discussions. And the Fab Fam thing I think was quite good as well, because that obviously all fits into the I've got hiccups, into the family aspect of that as well. So yeah, I definitely think you should carry on Fab Fam as well, because that was cool. Just getting various people on and discussing their backgrounds and spreading the positive vibes that this community has, which is fantastic. Cementenium, Andres, how you doing, sir? How you doing, mate? Thanks for joining. Just sorting out all of these cards that we cracked the other day. It's probably excruciating to watch with regards to what I'm doing here. Another brute card that I didn't see. But yeah, this is just a chilling out stream, which is cool. Not too much pressure on me to concentrate on the actual game. It's just chilling out and still speaking about the game and other aspects of life, really. We need to sit down and do one with you. Absolutely, yeah. I'm well happy to do that. I mean, I don't think I've really spoke about my origin story too much, really. I've been on a few podcasts where I've spoke about my origin story, but none to the same. No, I just don't think I have done it. I don't think I've done it too often. So yeah, I'm not going to go into that too much now, but I'd wait till maybe Fab Fam for that then. Whirling Mist Blossom, that just goes in Ninja, doesn't it? But yeah, I love card games. I love all manner of different games. Board games are also a massive thing. I hope to be bringing out my own board game in the very near future. Some of you may know about this already, but that's one thing I'm going to be doing next year, is starting to build prototypes for the board game, which I'm going to be doing as well. It's going to be good fun, because that is ultimately another massive passion of mine, is cooperative board games. I absolutely love cooperative board games. You know, getting some people around the table to have a nice time, play with some fantasy stuff, all around the same table on the same team, beating a boss. That's why I'm very much looking forward to PvE as well, because that's going to open up a whole new experience with this system and this game, Flesh and Blood. So yeah, who's looking forward to PvE? I know I am, and you can definitely come to expect some form of content on this channel for it. Playing some MTG Arena now. Off to the supermarket to get something to drink. Nice, lovely. It's funny. Wifey and I talked about doing a sorting stream the other day. We will try and get something up soon. You're next. I love co-op. Yeah. Sorting streams are just fun, you know. They're just fun to do, because what else are you going to be doing? You know, if you have to sort cards, you may as well just turn it on, and other people who like you or like your general energy, you can just have you on in the background as they're sorting cards, as they're playing MTG Arena. You know, if they're just chilling out, you know, it's just great to all hang out together. The more streams, the better. Really, the more things that people can tune into, wherever they might be at the time, whatever they might be doing in the big wide world out there, they can find content whenever and wherever. So the more content, the better. The more content there is, the more people are engaging with the game, and the people that are making content behind it. So it's all good. The Viserai white border looks nice, just because of the colours that are on it, right? Looks nice, like the contrast between the monastery border and the white border, I think is really nice. Speaking of Viserai, reduced to rune charm, Mandible Claw. I do like these cards as well. The pilgrimage cards, the stuff that adds on hit effects to your warrior swings. I think that's a nice. I might build something like that for UPF, like a go tall warrior which only attacks maybe once, and then the second swing is maybe a lesser thing. I don't know. We'll see. But I haven't played warrior enough to understand really its intricacies. Just that thing comes up quite a lot. Nature's Path and Dusk Path comes up quite a lot, and I just don't see it being played. So UPF might be the place to showcase that. Who knows? Co-op PvE, let's go. Absolutely. Love you, bro. I'll hit you up tonight, and I'll try and get a set day for our videos. Getting ready to leave to work. I'm on the bike today, so I have to go. Yeah, nice. Cheers for coming in, Hank. Hope you have a good day, and just let me know about FabFam. We can sort it out. No problemo. Why have I put a guardian card in the Wizards? What am I doing? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Hey. Reaping Blade, one of my favourite OG, well, it's not even OG at this point, but Runeblade weapons. Before the Rosetta came out and ruined everything. Data Doll, white border. Elrina's Prayer. Ridge Rider, and then a Bravo. But yeah, I'd love to know what everyone else is doing right now. Just gonna have a drink quickly. I think this way is probably quicker once you find out, once you know where to put things. I think it is a quicker method, Andrew. I think you're right. Once you figure out where everything goes, it is a lot quicker to sort out. Potion of Strength. Out for blood. Just serendipity that we are both sorting cards tonight. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Sometimes you just have to go through these things. You have to just sort out your collection. Otherwise it just becomes a giant pile that is just anxiety inducing. You just sat there, all those cards just hanging around. Don't have a clue where anything is. Benji token. Another brute card that I've missed. Wow. Nature's Path. Unmovable. That's got me a few times. A couple of Azalea tokens. I love her so much. Savage Swing. I missed that one, didn't I? I've also got a cool Azalea Cult video being filmed soon as well. I think this on Saturday we're doing it. Me and Jim are doing another Azalea Cult episode. It's going to be tailored to newer players of Azalea. So we're going to be doing that as well. Another thing as well, which is going to be cool, and I'm going to be getting content on, is Battle Hardened in Leeds. So a lot of the people in the Go Again Gaming Discord are going to Battle Hardened Leeds, and it's going to be a fun time. A lot of us are staying in the same sort of hotel, same little location, so it's going to be absolute carnage. There's going to be lots of footage that I'm going to be able to get on the GoPro. We're also, a lot of us, I think there's 15 of us so far, that are going to dinner on Saturday night at Meat Liqueur, which is going to be a fun time. So Meat Liqueur is like a giant, well, it's not a giant, but you get, it's just a massive meat restaurant, basically. So loads of different types of meat you can get in there. Fairly priced as well for what it is. So yeah, 15 of us so far are going to dinner on Saturday. So you should expect to see a load of content from that as well. I might be doing, I think there's a chili challenge. I'm not sure whether it exists at this particular branch or not of Meat Liqueur. But I'm definitely going to be eating some sort of spicy stuff, which you'll be able to relive through the vlog. So you can come to expect that content as well for the Battle Hardened in Leeds, ran by Living Realms, who are a great shop. I've also went down there on the Let's Visit series, which is another piece of content I'm going to be picking up as well in this year. I keep saying in the new year, but it is actually the new year. It's the new year now. So I'm hoping to get down to Chaos Cards. So my affiliate Chaos Cards are hoping to get down to their store in Kent to shine a light on their sort of shop front, because they do a lot of online stuff as well as have a local game store. So obviously that allows them to stock fab these days. So yeah, I can't wait to get down to there. Should also probably plug the affiliate as well. So Chaos Cards, links in the description box below to Chaos Cards, and I think they have one more box of this history pack left on their website. Fairly good price as well. So go and get it if you want to open up these beautiful cards, baby. I think my discount code still works. I think they give me a new one every few months. She needs to get a blanket one, don't I? Really need to get one that works all the time. But yeah, they're a great shop. They bailed us out of a shitty situation with Total Cards, didn't they? People in the Discord will remember that escapade. That's for sure. Bravo. The chili challenge was from the walkthrough vid of their location. Oh, was it really? Maybe we'll just have to ask when we get there then as to if they're doing the chili challenge, because if they are doing a chili challenge, that is content waiting to happen. Let's be honest. That is content waiting to happen on Go Again Gaming. Are you going to do it as well then, Ian? If you can do the chili challenge as well then, if it's available there. Please may I smash your Instinct bathroom. Exactly that. Another Go Again Gaming reference for Discord is the Smash Instinct art. Looks like you've just had a chili challenge come out the other end. Exactly right. Exactly right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now, as I mentioned, the stream tonight is not going to be too long because I do want to watch the last episode of Treason before we go to bed tonight, before we hit the hay. So we're finishing off in about 45 minutes or so, which is more than enough time to sort this out. Now that we've got a good flow going, we know where the piles are, so to speak. Speaking of piles, I might have some. Whiteboard Kano, nice. The Majestics and stuff I got from this box were quite varied, but as I mentioned on the actual live stream when we were pulling this stuff, that is just what History Pack is actually interesting for, is the widespread of Majestics that you can get. And with Arcane Rising being hard to get, you can get obviously Arcane Rising reprints in this box, so it's definitely worth maybe getting a few of them if you're missing the playable cards from Arcane Rising, because you just can't get that anymore. You can't bloody get it anymore from anywhere. No, I choose life. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I might just want to enjoy my food on the day, but saying that if there is a challenge of some sort, I think I owe it to myself to make content from it. But I would at least do a shoey for the sake of the camera. It's got to be done. Another Azalea token. Fantastic. Neros, how is your card sorting coming along? What are you doing today? And also, I appreciate everybody in the chat. I can see there are. Well, I can't see anything because it's not live right now. Oh, I can see there's 7 viewers but 8 likes. That's great. Thank you very much for everyone who's joined and likes the video. That's fantastic. That's great stuff. Thank you very much for the support, everybody. Got a wicked sort of soundtrack going on here. Oh, the likes have gone up, so people must have come in and liked it, and then obviously had to go, which is great. So yeah, 7 viewers, 10 likes. What a great job that is. That looks even better. But this is a proper funky soundtrack going on. I'm not sure how much of it you can hear, but it's proper funky. Almost sounds like the tune from Blade, the very first Blade film. The do 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 do. If you know the reference, then you're an absolute hero. If you know the reference to that, what a film that is! The original Blade, the film that clawed Marvel out of bankruptcy. We've got Blade to thank for the amazing Infinity Saga. Not so much the new stuff. All the new stuff is just all the new stuff is garbage, to be honest. Do not like new Marvel stuff at all. Really annoyed as well about Henry Cavill being dropped like a lead balloon from DC. That was really bad. What happened to him? They were just like, yeah, you can come back, announce your return, and he was like, yeah, I'll announce my return. I'll do a cameo at the end of Black Adam, and then you're gonna fire me again. Brilliant, fantastic. The opening scene in Blade is so good. Absolutely looking forward to a new Blade. Actually, yeah, that's true. But I just don't know what they're going to do with it. Do they have to be PG with it? That's the problem. The original Blade film was like pure gore back in the day, you know. But is it now going to be just like bloody Twilight vampires? I just want there to be, you know, like, you know, the Marvel Netflix shows, that sort of the darkness of that, like Daredevil and stuff, you know, when they didn't hold back on the blood and stuff and the sort of mature themes. I think that is a great space for them to explore, but they just dropped all that as well, like the Punisher and all that. That was so good. Another brute card that I missed on the first time round. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know at the moment with Marvel. Infinity Saga was absolutely. I just don't know how they're going to top that, especially with the stuff that's come out recently. I don't know how they're going to top that. Deadpool and Blade are R-rated, absolutely. But yeah, with Blade, with the new Blade, with what's his name? Can't remember what his name is. He's got a long name. Masharafta Ali or something like that. Can't pronounce it very well. Deadpool, yeah, Deadpool was an exception, but that was its own franchise in itself, wasn't it? And again, like Wolverine as well. That the Wolverine film, Logan, was another great success because it wasn't confined to the PG rating. It was just you could just put blood and guts everywhere and all that sort of good stuff. I mean, blood and gore and stuff for the sake of blood and gore is not great. You know, it's not amazing, but it's good to have those themes and those flavours in there. If you've got violent characters, it just makes sense. Like vampires drink blood, for goodness sake. You don't want to have them not portraying that in a vampire-esque film. You want to see that, I think. You need that gravitas in there. I've moved all the fucking cards around now. I can't even remember where stuff is. Tough to say. It seems like Disney is giving Marvel a little room with gritty and gruesome. The next Deadpool may set precedents. Hopefully, yeah. The new movie is going to be 16 plus, 18 plus, with lots of blood and gore. Okay, nice. What the new Blade films are going to be? What with Mahershala Ali? I think that's his name or something like that. I hope so. I haven't really listened to much Marvel news though. Like, I don't know really the direction that they're going in or anything. I just kind of lost faith after this Phase 4. Shang-Chi was good though. I did like Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was pretty good. Could be worse. Could be another Morbius. Oh god. It's Morbin time. That was so pap as well. What are these studios thinking? I really just don't understand why. How do they get away with stuff like that? I don't know. So bad, some of them. Some of the films are so bad. Yeah. Mahershala Ali, that was it, yeah. I knew I had it on the right lines, but I couldn't remember his pronunciation of his first name. Because he wasn't he in Luke Cage as well? I think he was, wasn't he? Wasn't he what was his name in Luke Cage? The enemy, the bad guy in Luke Cage. He was in that, wasn't he? Is that right, or am I just making shit up? Yeah, he was in Luke Cage. Yeah, I thought so. What was his name though? What was his bad guy name? I can't remember what his bad guy name was. It wasn't Killmonger. That's Black Panther. Oh, what's his name? Cottonmouth. That's the one. Cottonmouth. Nice. And then we had Shades as well, didn't we? His like sidekick, Shades. That's quality. Another brute card. Yeah, see, like Luke Cage was good as well. But I just love the Marvel Netflix shows. I liked the direction they were sort of tying everything together. But the Defenders was a little bit of a letdown. But I think people were expecting too much of the Defenders. I think people were thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be the Avengers of the Marvel Netflix, and it just. Iron Fist was a bit of a letdown as well. Iron Fist wasn't great either. So it wasn't all perfect. There was a few flaws, of course, but I think just the overall direction of it was quite good. Daredevil was just absolute masterclass the whole way through. Just absolute amazing show that was. Defenders arc was good overall. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it was good overall, but I think people were just hyping it up too much. Like Doctor Strange as well. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse's Madness. That was just a victim to its own hype. Was Doctor Strange. That was, yeah. I watched it and I was just like, wow. Okay, this is just not great. People were just expecting cameos left, right, and centre, and that's the issue, isn't it? People are loving cameos and crossovers and all this sort of thing. People are expecting too much as well these days, which could be another reason why things aren't perceived to be as good, because people are expecting too much. But they've got a lot to live up to, Marvel. They've done an amazing job up to this point, especially in the cinematic universe, obviously. What have I done here? I put something in the wrong pile, haven't I? Where's Warrior? Where's Warrior gone? Shit, what have I done? So that's all Guardian. Where's Warrior then? Is it there? What have I done? Where's Warrior? Wizard, Runeblade. Oh, Runeblade's here. There we go. Put a blood spill in the warrior pile. I was like, what's going on? Looking forward to seeing more Daredevil. Yeah, I liked his cameo in She-Hulk. I thought that was good. I liked the throwback to the yellow and mustard sort of his original suit. That was good. Ninja. Guardian. Ninja again. Driving Blade. I'm good at ignoring hype, probably why I enjoy the movies and TV shows. Ignoring hype and skipping trailers is also my key to enjoying content. Yeah, it was nice to see him having fun rather than broody guilt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think, again, that's the expectation thing as well, isn't it? It's also seeing trailers and like conversations online and stuff can sort of put you into that mindset already. Going into things completely and utterly fresh without knowing anything about it can also help the experience, I think. Yeah, definitely. Dawnblade, it's nice. Trailers show too much. Yeah, I think they do these days, don't they? I think they do. Warrior. Brute. Another Brute card that I missed. Lovely old job. It's like when Batman vs Superman came out, and they showed Doomsday in the fucking trailer, and I was just like, what is going on here? I mean, that was such a stupid idea, showing Doomsday in the trailer. It's just like, come on now. I mean, I liked Batman vs Superman. I think I'm skewed towards that sort of darker style. There was a lot of issues with that film, but and issues with that universe in general. But for them to just scrap it all and treat people the way they did about it, it's a bit of a strange thing. I understand that they want to completely redo DC after the sort of path that was set by Zack Snyder, etc. But it just became a bit of a cult classic, and the people that loved it like I loved it. I loved the whole take on it. I like the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. I thought that was really, really good. I mean, they could have done things differently, but I did really, really enjoy it. I did really, really enjoy DC's older films. Like Aquaman was $1 billion franchise. And I was just like, nah, CBA. And that's the thing as well. If they get rid of Henry Cavill, they get rid of Wonder Woman and stuff, they have to get rid of the other characters as well. So what's the point? What's the point in releasing Aquaman? What's the point in releasing Flash at this point? Because they're just going to be dead-end movies. Because Flash is basically done. Aquaman's basically done, right? So, and they're still releasing them. They're still going to release those films, but with characters that they plan to do nothing with. So it's just like, what are they doing? What are you doing with that? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get you want to reboot the whole thing and do it all again, and hopefully get it right this time, but it's just, yeah, a strange move all round, really. Star Wars sequels. Apparently, you had to really do all of the tie-in media to understand the Emperor's message to the galaxy when they returned was in Fortnite of all places. Yeah, Star Wars sequels as well. I don't know what happened with those. I just didn't enjoy them. Did not enjoy them at all. Just didn't have the same magic, you know. Didn't have the same magic. Didn't have the same magic. and I get your, obviously, studios and stuff are trying to appeal to new audiences, but Star Wars and stuff isn't about new audiences. It's a continuation of the story, isn't it? So I just don't think they made the right decisions with. I just don't think they're just milking the cash cow, aren't they? Let's be honest. Anything with Star Wars on it is going to make loads of money, so they just doing what they want, I guess. Trying to bring in new audiences, modern audiences, and just failing miserably. But that's my opinion. Nobody cares. Kathleen Kennedy, enough said. Do you like to use white border cards over black for some spots? I switch to white for heroes and weapons because I think they stand out and look cool. Yes, absolutely. I actually like the tokens of things, and yeah, as you say, the contrast is one of the things that I really like about it as well, because some of the borders and some of the cards, some of the white borders with the region borders make the card pop out really nicely. And obviously, as Neros and I think someone else said earlier as well, it means that your cards are all non-foil, which means that they're not going to get any sort of bending or curling issues. So you know you're going to be able to rock up and not have like a deck dysmorphia going on, because they're all the same sort of standard. I've been putting Runeblade cards in with warrior cards again. You say that, then Andor's one of the best. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Andor, to be honest, but I've heard great things about it. But apparently that was the creative team in Andor was allowed to do whatever they wanted to do, and therefore no interference from like studios or anything. And again, TV shows are better mediums for that. You know, TV shows are better ways to express what you want to express, and you have more time to do it over a longer period of time. So trying to shoehorn in things into the movies that just don't make any sense it's a tough one. Yeah, for TV shows are a lot better though. I do need to watch that. Although I couldn't get into Obi-Wan either. Couldn't get into Obi-Wan Kenobi. Didn't really get through that very well. I don't mind the new stuff. Pushed me to read some of the older stuff like Superman Grounded and Superman Earth 1. Some of my favourite series. Yeah, I think I've got a few Earth 1 comics in my... I think I've got a few Earth 1, or maybe it's just the one Earth 1 that I've got downstairs in my cupboard. I do need to move all my books up into this studio at some point as well. But I think I do have one of the first ones. I had basically the whole of... I basically had everybody's New 52. Haven't read them all, but I basically bought them all. At one point, I was just like, yeah, what's the newest DC thing? DC sort of line. And then I was like, oh, New 52, I'll just buy everything. So I got everyone's comics or graphic novels in the hardback form for the New 52. So I've got all of that. I got Superman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. What? New 52 ones? 100% best Star Wars since Rebels. Yeah, I need to watch it. I do need to watch it. If you want darker Star Wars and shitty things, Rebels need to go to get started. It's fantastic. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I liked. Believe it or not, one of my favourite probably ties into how old I am as well. Earth 1. Oh, okay, yeah, nice. Probably tying into how old I am as well is the fact that I actually enjoyed the Star Wars prequels the most out of all the films. That might be sacrilege to some people, but those are the ones that I have fondest memories with. And that's probably what really dictates your taste in films and stories and media, is what you attach with the most. And you know, if you grew up with a certain media form or a certain way of storytelling, you're probably going to gravitate more towards that, and newer films might not be, or newer series might not be your thing unless they're drawing upon those specific influences. Because yeah, when I was growing up, my fondest memories were with Star Wars, and seeing Anakin's plummet to the dark side was probably one of the best stories ever told, I think. And I think it was portrayed very well in the prequels. Attack of the Clones was a little bit, a little bit eggy in places, but still there's some really pivotal scenes in there. When he loses his shit and just kills all the Sand People, it's just like, wow, I can see why this character has done this. If someone kidnapped my family and tortured them basically and starved them to death, you would go apeshit on the people that did that to them, wouldn't you? You would go absolutely apeshit on them. And in that fantastical universe, wielding lightsabers and turning to the dark side has a benefit to a certain degree. Putting the wizard's cards in Runeblade again. And yeah, it's just turning to the dark side doesn't really have a benefit. You can reap lots of power from it, but you can really connect to those stories, I think. And the whole sort of dark and light thing, the fact that he's treading on that dark side of the Force when he murders all of the Sand People in cold blood, and it's just like how Yoda can sense, he's doing some bad stuff. We don't know if this is going to be right or not. It's just tension everywhere. I feel like the prequels are getting more appreciation these days. Absolutely. After this Disney-fled trilogy, the prequels look like sunshine lollipops. Absolutely, yes they do. Exactly that. Honestly, now we've got Clone Wars and Bad Batch, there's a lot of stuff being explored again. I think 2 and 3 are really good. Yeah, absolutely. Episode 9 nearly killed a lifelong love. Yeah. 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 That's the thing. I just don't see those films as Star Wars films. I really don't. Force Awakens was really good, but then it just went downhill from there. It's just like, what's going on? Why is Luke Skywalker an absolute wet wipe? Just don't understand it. I mean, I get he was like doing this like herbalist sort of sage, recluse sort of style character, but he was that's not it. That's not him, is it? The prequels were fun. I think I enjoyed the Dark Horse comics more, which are now Legends. I've never heard of that before, actually. Nearly done it. We've nearly done this, actually, now. Nearly finished. Sort of bang on time, almost, really. I mean, running away when shit goes wrong is 100% a Jedi thing. No, that's true. That is true. Run away when shit goes wrong. Just run away and then just live as a recluse. A bit of Blade. Viscerai. Yeah, we've really hit a nerve today, haven't we? With comics and stuff, haven't we? Nice to see that a lot of people have the shared passion. I mean, to be honest, the main way I've consumed comic book stuff has been in film form. I mean, that one of the first comic book films I really watched, without really realising it was a comic book film, was the aforementioned Blade. That was one of the first comic book films I ever watched. I don't even know at the time. I think I was like, well, it was released in 1998, Blade was, and I somehow, my dad at the time, had a VHS version of Blade, and I sneakily watched it when I was about 10 or 11 years old. I sneakily watched it, and because on the back of the VHS, there was like the slogans from like the different magazines, weren't there? And there was one of them that said, "It's got enough blood to refloat the Titanic," and I was like, "Wow, I need to watch this. Enough blood to refloat the Titanic?" So yeah, I sneakily watched it one night, and I was just like, wow, this is sick. I remember the scene at the very end when he chucks all those needles into the blood god, and they're filled up with I can't remember what they call it, but they're filled up with this like acid stuff which reacts with the vampire's blood, and it just blows him up. It's absolutely awesome. And he's like some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. And he chucks the last needle up into the air, and then there's like a flying drop kick thing, and smashes it into the blood god's head, and that just blows him up. Basically, it's just quality. It's really awesome. Love that film. One of my fondest memories of a comic book film before I even knew it was a comic book film. His appearance in Mando as well, that was definitely Luke, his own corridor scene and everything. In Mando? I haven't seen that either. See, I'm just not up to date with the new stuff, the new Star Wars stuff. Because for me, the Anakin... For me, the whole story was the first 6 things. It was obviously the prequels and the actual story. Everything after that was a little bit like, oh okay, the Emperor's back. Oh okay, this happens and this happens. Rey's now a Skywalker because she wants to be. Yeah, it's just for me that was the story. That was the whole story. They finished it, or they sort of told the prequels, and then obviously we could rewatch the originals and then be like, yeah, that's a nice cap off to the whole thing. And then they decided, oh wait, yeah, we're going to make more because we can milk this for all of its worth. So yeah, that's where it kind of ended for me. I appreciate there might be other series and stuff that are sort of filling in more gaps and giving us more lore that might actually be good, and maybe I might have to actually try and commit time to. But I just don't really get to watch too much stuff these days because I'm either creating stuff myself or I'm watching things that my girlfriend likes as well, and she just doesn't like Star Wars. I tried getting her to watch some Star Wars and she was just like, what the fuck is this? So it's just the other Star Wars sort of mini series, and that is just not going to happen, I don't think, unfortunately. We'll see. Blade Trilogy is awesome. I just recently watched it. X Factor 99 Gaming, thanks for joining. Yeah, it is awesome. I think the best one is ultimately the first one, but I did have a lot of fun with the second one as well. I thought that was really cool. The third one was a little bit iffy. Still had some cool things in it, but I think the first and the second ones were very good. I did like the sort of Reapers in the second film, and the fact that they had to actually work together with the vampires in order to defeat the common enemy. So I thought that was a nice little story beat. It's been done a lot of times before, but it was cool to see, like the Rat Pack, weren't they? They were called in the second one, that were working with Blade, and some of them were like plotting against him to try and kill him, like during the mission and stuff. So I thought that was quite good. But yeah, absolutely love Blade. And that's where this entire conversation came from, was because I was like, I can't even remember why I mentioned Blade. I can't remember why I mentioned it. I don't remember why, but there we go. Anyway, that is all of the history pack stuff sorted out into classes. So we managed to do that, which is good. So we can leave that there on the table and just chuck those in the class boxes in a bit. We do have some Tales of Aria stuff here as well. We've got 15 minutes left. We've only got one box worth here, so we might be able to do this quickly. Although there's all sorts of talents and stuff going on, isn't there? So we're just going to leave it there, I think. We'll sort that out another time. I've actually put these away as well. Storm Striders and stuff, I need to put those away. Mando is great. Boba Fett is decent. Book of Boba Fett was awesome when it comes to Book of Mando, when it became Book of Mando. Oh, okay. Nice. Got a lot of Star Wars fans in the chat. Love it. as I mentioned, I mean more of the prequels and originals films, but nice to see everyone's passionate about it. It's a great universe. Let's put these away. Storm Striders. Actually worth a bit, aren't they now? Even the white border version's worth like what, 70 quid? 70 euros? Something like that. Brave Forge Bracers. And E-Strikes. And an Art of War. So you can go straight away. But yeah, thank you very much everyone who's joined today. It's again, it's just been a just chilling, sorting out stream. Going to be a few more of these going forward because I've still got a lot of stuff to sort out, a lot of stuff to send out as well. Got a lot of things to send to old patrons, new patrons. The Go Again Gaming Open also is happening this weekend, so there's going to be some prizes to ship to people who are participating in that. If you didn't get to join the Go Again Gaming Open this time round, then make sure you stay tuned to Discord because obviously all the information that you need on future tournaments will be in there. So yeah, they're always good fun. So obviously we're streaming that on Sunday, so that'll be 1 PM UK time. We'll be starting. So for East Coast USA, it's about 8 AM in the morning. We do have a few EST time zone folks actually playing in the tournament as well. So. But yeah, Go Again Gaming audience is global. We got a few UK players in there. We got USA players in there. We've also got a chap from Brunei, Southeast Asia playing. He's a Go Again Gaming Open regular, playing Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy actually. So we got. I can actually show you. I can actually show you or tell you at least what the hero pool looks like. I did have a graphic. I haven't made a graphic. I'll actually be able to show you that graphic now actually. So if people in the chat right now, you're going to have an exclusive. This has gone up on the socials and in the Discord, but nowhere else so far. So let me just get this image up and I'll be able to share it with you. Bear with me one moment. I'm going to change the face cam while I sort this out. I can see that people have ended up in the Discord as well. So Jacob taking a shower has also came into the Discord from the stream. Fantastic. Jacob Ronin. So is that Jake Christoph in the chat? Because you just became a patron recently, so I need to add you to. I need to give you the role. So can you confirm if you're still there, Jake? Is that you? It's just dropped in, Jacob Ronin, in the Discord, and I will assign you a role ASAP. Anyway, so what was I doing? I was getting the graphic up for Go Again Gaming Open, which is going to be on Sunday. That is you. Okay, fantastic. Let me just sort that out first then. Oh, look at that brightness. Right, so let me just sort you out first. I'll give you the roles and stuff. Patreon as well, if you want to help support the channel. The link is in the description box below as well. If you're a patron at any level, you get loads of good stuff. So go and check it out. All patrons of the channel will get aim counter tokens as well. So if you're a fan of Azalea, you'll get aim counter tokens just by default, which look like this. I'll show you. So you get one of these just by being a patron at any level. Look at that. Aim counter poker chip. So this is obviously for the Sand Scour Great Bow and obviously the aim counter mechanics for Ranger, which I think we're going to see a lot more of in Outsiders. We will see. But yeah, so James White said to me that obviously aim counters are going to be a big thing for Ranger going forward. Let me just sort this Patreon thing out, and then we will show you the Go Again Gaming Open graphic before we close it off for today. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who's stuck around. A little bit of insight into my channel, Go Again Gaming. Although we've hit 1,000 subscribers recently, we're still not monetized as a channel. So we still need to make 4,000 watch hours happen on the channel, and we're about 3,100. So we need 900 more watch hours. So every single person that is in this chat that is here or been here for a while, you are helping that goal be achieved just by hanging out with us today. And spending time on the channel, so I really, really do appreciate it. Whether you're a patron or not, the main thing, one of the main goals for this year is to get that watch time up. So anyone that interacts with us on stream is doing a lovely old job. Patrons, of course, you are amazing as well. You help me quantify what my stuff and my time is worth, so thank you very much. Jacob, you have pledged at the Patron of the Pool level, so you'll be able to get access to the Patron of the Pool quarterly live streams as well. So we do like a box break live on stream, and we allocate packs to each patron. Yeah, the next Patreon pool is probably going to be some Outsiders boxes, I imagine, because we actually did 2 recently within a matter of months. So the next big Patreon pull is going to be Outsiders. So yeah, it's going to be good fun to crack that on stream, see what we get. So anyway, yeah, let me just allocate your role now. So you'll see that change in a moment, and Jacob, you'll immediately have access to the VIP zone where all the patrons can go, basically. Apart from that, Discord is very open. Loads of different things on there. Azalea Cult is on there as well. So Azalea is obviously one of the bread and butter parts of this channel. Azalea saved us. Saved the channel, she really did. Anyway, Patron of the Pool, Jacob Ronan, you have been made that role now, so that's good. Anyway, for people that are in the chat right now, you're going to have the exclusive as to what's going on with the Go Again Gaming Open on Sunday. So it's going to be streamed live at 1 PM. That's UK time, and it goes on for around about 2 to 3 hours, I'd say. This is a Blitz tournament, and it's got 10 players all playing 10 different heroes. So yeah, I'll just bring up the details now. So I've saved this image and then bring this image up on the stream live. So I'm doing this all live. Lovely old job, absolutely, Super Mario Black Tiger. Absolutely, lovely old job indeed. Right then, so let's go onto studio mode to make sure I can do this properly. Let's just do it on this page. Let's get rid of the text and just do it on here. Image. Gago. Okay, right, so just loading up the graphics now. Bear with me one moment. Yeah, I think that's cool. That looks all right. We'll just do that. I think that is cool. Right, so let's go over to this screen here. So this is the graphic for Gago 5. There we go. Look at that. So the Go Again Gaming Open 5, featuring some cool characters here. So we've got Prism, Dash, Dorinthia, Quicksilver Prodigy. So we've got the classic Battles version. We've got Bravo, Genis, Benji, Chain, Cavdane, Azalea, and Rhinar. So we've got 10 characters there playing in the Go Again Gaming Open 5, piloted by different individuals. And Go Again Gaming Opens are Discord tournaments. So all you need to participate in the next one is a camera like this, that's like above your board state. So this is my one, which you would have saw today, streaming the cards. and you just need a microphone, or I'm sure your device or your computer picks up your voice. So you essentially need a laptop in front of you to view your opponent and your board state, and then you need a camera above you like this, which shows your own. So yeah, it should be spicy indeed. Absolutely, it's going to be really, really good fun, and no matchup will ever be the same, which is another thing that's going to be interesting. So to see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. That is pretty much it for tonight. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit the little bell notification if you want to see when I go live and when I post new videos. Like this video if you haven't done so already, that would be fantastic. And thank you to everybody who's popped in today, who I haven't seen before. Jake Christoph, who popped in today as a result of seeing me on the UPFs on Red Zone Rogues channel. I'm going to be doing the next one as well. So I think he's going to be streaming 1 PM PST on Saturday, something like that, after we record the Living Legends podcast, that is. So you'll probably see me there, Jake, playing on the UPF live stream with Kel and the crew. But thank you for everybody who's tuned in yet again, helping me achieve the goal of 4,000 watch hours. Thanks for everybody who's tuned in now and in the future. If you're watching this back, it was a nice little stream. We had a nice discussion about comic books and heroes and Star Wars and all that sort of good stuff. So probably going to be doing this more often. Maybe we dedicate Tuesday nights as the sort of just chatting streams, and then every Thursday we do the Azalea online Talishar stuff as well. But it's still very, very early days for Go Again Gaming. So you're joining us, supporting us at this stage. Who knows where we're going to be in a year or so's time? But it's going to be a good start to the year. I feel better already, not having, just trying to drink as much water as I can, trying to be a bit healthier, doing the Conqueror Challenge, which I all spoke to you about earlier as well. But yeah, it's been good fun. Cav Dane for the win, absolutely. Hangout and hobby stream for Tuesday would be aces. Yeah, maybe that's it then there, Oz. Maybe that is it. Tuesday night hobby chatting streams. Thanks for keeping me entertained while I'm working. X Factor Gaming, thanks for tuning in. Haven't seen you here before, or haven't seen you in the chat before. So if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. That would be fantastic. And hope you have a good day at work, wherever you are working right now. I'm glad that the conversation and the energy has been entertaining. That's what I plan to do on these streams, or on this channel at least. But yeah, if you're not doing anything on Sunday, everybody who's watching this now or in the future, Sunday at 1 PM UK time, so that's obviously where I am, we'll be doing the Go Again Gaming Open 5, which I've just shown you, so that should be good fun. But until that time, I'm now going to go watch the last episode of Treason on Netflix. So hopefully it's a good one. I definitely recommend it. It's only a five episode thing about sort of subterfuge, spies and stuff in the UK. So yeah, this is pretty good series. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you very, very soon to do it all over again here on Go Again Gaming. So yeah, cheers everybody. Have a good day.